Okay, YouTubers, fans, however many I've got, if I got any left at all, I am on a dirt road climbing up a mountain outside of Ouray. I don't have a clue where this road goes. I don't have any kind of signal, so my GPS is pretty much obsolete since I'm not picking up any internet. So, got her in low gear, just gonna climb up here and see where it goes. It's not a private road, it's public, so really don't even need four-wheel drive. It's a maintained road, or at least it appears to be. But maybe there'll be some pretty scenery or something. This is not where I was really wanting to go, but I'm running short of time. And it is going to get dark before soon, and I don't like to do any trail riding in the dark, not because I'm scared, it's just because, you know, what are you going to see? You can't see nothing in the dark. So this road was convenient right outside of Ouray. So I thought while I still had some daylight before the sun goes all the way down behind the mountain there, that I'd take a look and see what's up here. Aspen.
Those are pretty.
You'll get some better pictures. I don't know where this goes. I don't know where it comes out. It may be a U-turn for all I know. When we get to a real good clearing up here somewhere.
I wanted to take the pictures of the aspens. Be a million of those trees everywhere. Aspens?
Yeah, it's Colorado. Fucking aspens everywhere.
They're so slow and skinny.
Yeah, that's the way aspens are.
bit when that snow melts. This is bad. Can you go over those rocks?
No. Not the ones that are in the path. Bear warning. I don't think it's a driving trail anyways.
It's a walking trail.
Those are all walking trails. It's not the ones I'm looking for anyways. We'll have to come back on Tuesdays
Yeah.
to do what I... It's going to be a hard day, but it'll be a lot of riding, but it's going to be some... I've got to warn you, it's going to be some rocky riding on that Ouray Pass.
I won't complain.
That big boulder.
Let's get a picture of that. Shit.
The lens is closed. Did you put batteries in the damn thing?
I did.
Old ones.
No new ones.
Fucking hips.
Are you hurting? Okay. No camping beyond this point. Why not?
They have campgrounds that are specially marked for for camps.
We might see a bear.
You do on them walking trails, they encourage you to buy bear spray. It's a big can of spray that if you are accidentally confronted by a bear, you can use the spray.
This is narrow.
Sure as hell he is. This is my kind of traveling. I'd have been good in the pioneer days if I had a wagon with cushioned seats. My right hip's hurt bad today. It sure enough is a long ways down over here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I can dodge the poles. Oof. Steep climbs. Entering remote area.
Here's another waterfall.
Sure is.
It's wet.
Yeah, I believe it is. A little bit. My intelligent four-wheel drive computerized system says it's working properly. I'm getting traction on all four wheels at the current time. Pretty steep climb here. I don't know what the grade is, but it's pretty steep. But I'm not too concerned since this road seems to be maintained. So unless I get into where it starts to be snow covered or something. There was a sign back there that says entering remote area, so, but it didn't say four-wheel drive required, and a lot of times it will say that on these dirt roads. So since there wasn't a sign that said that, I'm not concerned about safety that much. But we're definitely looking off to the side. We are definitely up high enough to where when it snowed the other day, this definitely would have had snow all over it. What do you think? My compadre's being a lot more cooperative than my last one. Whew. The last lady I had up here was freaking out. I mean, something fierce.
There's another car coming.
Yeah.
Can he pass you?
Yeah, he's got a whole lane over here to my side. Lots of room. Shouldn't have a problem passing me. Steep. Let this guy come around.
What?
I'm gonna let this guy pass. He's from here. He probably knows where he's going, and I'm just kind of piddling around. Well, folks, I'm loving this. I didn't know this was here. It's an experimental adventure trail. Well, it's not a trail, it's a road. But it's still fun. It's not something that I expected, so it's a unexpected side trip. And in case anybody is watching this video later, there's these poles on each side of the road. I see those on the mountain roads, and I don't know why they're there, but I think in the wintertime that's for marking the road when the snow gets deep. That's my guess anyways now, so since I'm not a Coloradoan or a mountain man, I wouldn't quote me on that, but I think it helps to mark the road during wintertime when there's 2, 3, 4 foot of snow on here. You may not be able to drive, but they do have snowmobiles, and people use those in the wintertime to come up here. Oh, I can sure hear the river down there flowing. Now I'm having a good time. This is what I come to Colorado for.
activities we've managed to do today. That is not gonna happen. Alright, now I need to figure out which Imogene and Yankee Boy Basins. Now, Imogene Pass is a pass that I've studied on YouTube channels.
EMS response, it may be limited.
Oh yeah, you're not gonna be able to get no help up here. There's no signals or nothing. Please stay on roads, respect the land, save its beauty, drive with care, road narrows, high clearance, four-wheel drive recommended. Well, I got the four-wheel drive, but I don't have high clearance. I'm not 100% sure about Imogene Pass. I have watched many YouTube off-roaders on it, and most of it appeared that my Ford Escape could do it, but I'm certainly not positive on that. I'm going to go up a little ways, and if it gets to where it looks like I'll find a place to turn around. Till 5 o'clock Mountain Time. If we get up here and it's not been plowed with a snow plow and there's snow on the road, then I'll turn around. Even I'm not going to chance that one.
I don't see any place to turn around.
There's little places that if I back down a little ways, I can get sideways and turn around. This thing's got a sharper turn span than you think. So here's a place you can turn around pretty easy. Yeah, folks, I know. I've seen this. This is Imogene Pass. I don't know. I'm going to keep going. The reason I recognize it from here is because I remember seeing this part of the trail that the off-roaders for YouTuber, a lot of the YouTuber channels come through here, and they always talk about the overhang here. Because some of the clearance vehicles actually sit up too high and they can't get underneath that. Yeah, I'm on Imogene Pass. Wasn't prepared for that, actually, and I will probably have to turn around when I find a place that's got a wide enough deal for me to turn around in. If
there are some places up here towards the top that I don't know about. My four-wheel drive is good. Four-wheel drive, don't get me wrong. Ford Escape makes a good one. But it's not made to go over big rocks. And for the life of me, you'd think after watching all those damn videos that I'd know where this trail comes out at. And I can't remember where it comes out at. Where I'm at, for you people that might be watching the channel and my dear cousin here, I know where I am location-wise, map-wise. I've watched these videos so much, but I can't remember where this pass comes out at on the other side. And I know by what I'm looking at now, if I get to the peak, that there's snow up there. Hopefully they've plowed it, or that's why it's still open. Otherwise, they would close it if it still had snow on it. They have gates that periodically at different places where they can have people, where they close the pass off if it's bad. But so far, this road is still, shit, you could come up here in a regular truck or even a car. I wouldn't recommend it, but you could. As we go further up here, the road, I'm sure, will deteriorate. We'll see. Okay, now let's see here. Here we are. Now, here we got some signs. Imogene Pass goes to the left. Now, like I was talking about a while ago, I remember there's places there that I don't think I can get through.
There's a lot of snow, too.
Well, it will be, because it looks like it's going down here, but once you get on the trail, it goes up to 14,000 feet, or 12,000 feet, somewhere thereabouts. You hear that bird? The Yankee Boy Basin is ahead of us, and as long as the road is like this, I want to go there, because there's a lot of mine shacks and stuff there while we have some daylight. They even have restrooms. That goes up to a mine, see? Mm-hmm. Uphill has right of way. No admittance, employees only. So I knew that. I wasn't even thinking about that, but they have an active mine up here. That's pretty cool. Thought the mines were all back in the 1800s. still nervous?
You're the driver.
Yes, but are you still nervous?
No.
Okay. I'm finally getting mud on my vehicle.
There's the mine.
Sure enough. Well, that's the first mud bath my poor little four-wheel drive got. So I bypassed, there was a turn back there for Imogene Pass, and since I'm not 100% sure I can clear some of the rocks on top, I decided to go straight to Yankee Boy Basin. Now, Yankee Boy Basin is not too bad. Almost any vehicle can get to it, but if I'm not mistaken, from all the videos I've been watching, there's a lot of mine shacks, old mine shacks. And I think that's where they keep the, there's one town that it's not lived in or anything, but it's one that they've maintained the cabins and the roofs and stuff on so that they still have some history. See, now that's old mining equipment up there from the 1800s.
What did they mine? Gold?
Gold, silver, copper, maybe. You name it, they probably mined it. If all else fails, I know how to get back to Ouray, even if it's dark. Fragile. Alpine tundra and ecosystem. Please stay on the designated routes. Yeah, they don't like it when you get off the road because the tundra can be damaged, literally. And it can cause, over years, if somebody damages this tundra, it can cause ruts and all. It just does a lot of damage. So they always ask people to try to stay on the roads and not veer off of the trails. Now, of course, you have walking trails you would walk on.
High clearance 4-wheel drive.
I'm trying to see what trail it is. Oh, there's a sign right there.
Private property.
Well, on both sides of it. Yankee Boy and Governor Basin. I know I've seen those. But the high clearance is the only thing that worries me, since I'm not traveling with any other group. Yankee Boy and Governor.
High clearance 4-wheel drive.
Yeah.
We might better turn around.
No. That's Yankee Boy. This one doesn't have that sign on it. Let's go to Governor.
in any place we can't get out of, I promise. There's always a back and a reverse. There's always reverse and a turnaround. And look at what's up there. They probably have closed the pass.
You have to turn around here.
Yep, so do. No, don't even. That's a private area. Isn't that cool looking? Now we get to cross the bridge. Getting nervous, ain't you?
No,
Huh?
it's high. And it's muddy. There's the snow. I don't want you to damage your car.
I'm not damaging anything. It's just a four-wheel drive and the tires digging in. I was hoping he was going to come on down so I could ask him what it's like up top. Is it a slippery, gooey mess?
Maybe we should go down before dark.
There was down a four-wheeler right around the corner, but I guess he stopped. I was going to ask him what it's like up there. If it's a sticky, gooey mess. Hey, is it very bad up there?
Is it very bad up there?
How bad is it up further? Is it pretty gooey and muddy?
It's not muddy, but it gets snowy.
Just like this? Where does this come out on the other side? Somewhere. Oh, okay. And if I had one of those, I wouldn't be worried. But I got four-wheel drive, but I'm not really high off the ground. So, all right, thanks.
Have a good one.
You too. I said it's like this. Let's go a little further.
any work for.
Hmm?
We can turn around right here.
You chicken? Are you getting chicken on me?
Yes,
Why?
because we don't know where we're going, and it's nearly dark.
Oh, it doesn't get dark for another hour, but we are in the mountains. Okay, YouTubers. If I was in a different vehicle, if I was in a really good Jeep, I wouldn't be concerned about any of this.
Well, did you get a place to turn around?
I don't do you wrong. I have experience in four-wheeling, you know. I'm not a total ditz.
Okay.
We've been on this trail for 41 minutes. And I got to do some off-roading.
Yeah.
Really off-roading, so I'm fairly happy. See how that rock? You have to choose a path. Instead of that catching my middle, I've got my tires on it. So it won't scrape my oil pan or anything like that. You choose your path, slow and careful, and it can save you some damage. But I have to admit, I'm a little faint-hearted at the moment since it's getting late. When I get down where I get signals and stuff in a hotel room tonight, I'll have to download my Gaia maps so I know which of these trails it is. Ouray Pass, if I could ever find it. I know how to do that one. I've done it before. It's easy. Shit, it ain't nothing to it. So we will go back down into Ouray, and I will end this video, and then we're going to drive in the dark all the way back down to freaking Durango to our nice hotel room. Same place we stayed last night, but we got a room on the ground floor where it will be really easy to load and unload things. I don't have to gripe at my cousin so much.
I've been very
I have to
good.
admit, she's been really good, and I have to admit I'm a little nervous. Of course, we're not traveling in a caravan like a lot of the YouTube channel off-roaders. You know, they go in groups, and so they're a lot safe that way, a lot safer. And I'm by myself, so if something were to happen, even just a minor flat out here can be very difficult. Now we're gonna have to get in the snow. I've got it in the lowest gear possible, so there's not any chance of us taking off sliding. Well, I mean, we're always going to slide a little, but it won't be like an uncontrollable slide. Plus, I got those really good all-terrain tires on here. They got some really fine traction on them.
There's an old mining town.
This is going to be a little tricky. We are going to slide a little, so just be prepared. Because it's really steep.
And slick.
And it's slick because it's muddy. But it's not an uncontrolled slide, so we're good. Ford, I ought to go to the Ford Motor Company and get them to use me in the damn commercial and get some money from them. Them damn fools. could represent their Ford Escape 4-wheel drive real good if they just... I need to do that. I'm going to go to them and say, look, I got videos here. Why don't you guys show your Ford Escape as being off-road capable? Might sell more of them that way. Most people that buy an SUV like mine are not really interested in off-road. They may live in the country, so they use it if there's a little snow or something, but they're not generally off-road enthusiasts. So what would be cool is if I could get a hold of Ford Motor Company and get them to jack up my vehicle for me, 2.5-inch lift, and put on some bigger tires. What do they call those? The BF Goodrich all-terrain, the KO2s or whatever they are. Yeah, those are good tires for off-road. If you're going to go through lots of mud, then you want a mud terrain tire. But if you put a mud terrain on your vehicle, you don't want it to be your full-time vehicle, because mud terrain tires on pavement will not last. It'll wear them down fast, fast, fast. Relaxing now that we're going back.
Yeah, I've always been relaxed.
No, you weren't. I could tell. But you weren't cracking.
No.
You weren't giving me 9 kinds of hell like my former passenger did. Actually, if I was with her on this road, she'd have jumped out. I think she would have jumped out and tried to walk. Slimy. Don't want to go too fast just in case. If they have anybody that stays on this mine 24 hours a day, if nothing else, just to be like a security guard or something. Seems like a lot of expensive equipment and stuff would be out here all by itself if they didn't have somebody watching it.
I wonder what they're mining.
Don't know.
Maybe coal?
No, I don't think there's coal in these mountains.
They might be shut down for the winter.
Could be. There's a big giant generator up there that I thought I heard running, so they have electricity. close to Imogene Pass, that little turnoff there. If I was in a regular Jeep and had a little higher clearance, I would not hesitate. I would go across that sucker in a heartbeat. Well, you got to see a little bit of area that you would not have ever seen elsewise. Deary, my favorite cousin, who's only a pain in the butt sometimes.
There's icicles down there. Look.
Yeah. You started getting nervous when we started reading them high clearance signs. I have to admit, I was too a little bit. It's something they used back in the old mining days. Left over. It's not used anymore. Why ain't you looking over the edge? Nervous?
No. A big van.
There's a van doing up here.
You'll have to back.
Yeah, let me get up there to that curve. That'll give us room.
Two vans.
Winery, maybe?
I guess. There's a bunch of men.
They must be working the mine or something.
They look like miners.
Yeah, they were working men. I'm surprised a van like that they'd bring it up here. Surprise. Did not expect to see two vans full of men. They looked like they were
going to the mines.
looked like they were wearing work clothes, so they could be going to that mine, or they could be following this road all the way to Telluride. like we were wondering what the fuck they were doing.
These are more yellow colored. Those others we saw were white.
These have already lost all their leaves. Okay, Monday we do the train. Tuesday we're going to come back up this way after I've got to look at some maps. And we're going to go across Ouray Pass, if it's open. And if it's not a new, gooey, muddy, slimy mess.
It's just like this one, isn't it?
It's similar, but it's more gravelly on the top. I've been to the top of it. It's more rocky and gravelly. So if it's wet, it's not going to be a slippery, gooey kind of mud. It's just wet rocks. So it's not going to be as hazardous as maybe going up a steep road or, with mud, slippery mud. I'm not worried about it. When we get to it, if it's open, we'll make it. But Tuesday's supposed to turn really bad. Weather coming in from the west coast.
Uh-oh.
If the weather is not cooperative and it's raining, then I will not even attempt it. Those guys that have the real good off-road vehicles can do it in the rain in their sleep, but not me. We get a little closer to the edge.
Well,
I'm
close.
I'm over far enough, so this guy will have enough room to get by.
He's got big tires.
He's bigger. Bigger clearance and all than we got. He's probably, I bet 10 to 1 he's going to the mine.
Those have reflectors on them.
Yeah, for nighttime. are called switchbacks, by the way. These real sharp turns.
Mm-hmm.
There's a name for them. We call them switchbacks.
Short curves.
Hate that when my gas does that.
Big bud.
Well, I appreciate your patience and endurance, but you would never see this ever again.
No.
And the odds of me seeing this particular route again are slim. Unless I come back this way and find out that this is where I wanted to go in the first place. I got to go back and look at some of those videos to find out about that Yankee Boy. But I just seem to remember that one's got some really, really rough spots on it. And I'm not equipped for the real rough stuff, especially alone.
It's funny. When the sun shines on those, they look very white. And now in the dusk, they look yellow almost.
Kind of ashamed. Not ashamed, but kind of disappointed we didn't see any kind of wildlife moving around in the trees or nothing. No deers, no bears, and no Bigfoot, damn it.
We can tell everyone we saw that elk in that mountain line
Yep.
that I took a picture of. I imagine there are mountain lions up here. Don't you?
Yeah. There's just probably every kind of wildlife you can imagine up here.
been to Melissa.
No, Melissa hadn't been this far with me. We're 6-7 hours from where she's at.
It's very rough.
Next time, we'll bring your car.
No, I just sure wouldn't make it.
You don't want to drive your car all the way up here?
No,
Hey, look, something's for sale. Let's buy it.
this is probably that house.
Yeah, let's live up here. Be old hermits.
A summer cabin. Who would be out in the wilderness?
That's a big place there.
They're still making it. Oh,
No, it's built. I bet it's just a seasonal home for some rich old fuckers. No, there's cars and trucks down there. I bet they live here.
it might be a resort.
They probably, no, it's a residential house. They probably live here year round then.
Is that what they make white furniture out of? Those trees?
Don't ask me, I don't have a clue. I do not know the answer to that question. I'm happy that we would go this way, though. I'm very happy that we did this little excursion.
I'm glad for you. You've always wanted to do this. Now you got to do it.
Well, the other trail that I know we're going to do is I haven't gotten to yet. We'll do that on Tuesday, hopefully, if the weather cooperates. I've got to get my cousin up in the altitude on a dirt road trail that's really rough and bouncy and something that'll scare the shit out of her. I got to do that, you know.
Me?
I've already been on it, so it ain't gonna scare me none. Believe me, there's one part of the trail. It is super narrow, it is extremely rocky, and there is nothing but 1,000 feet of air off to the side. That's that Ouray Pass that you guys heard me talking about earlier.
How did you get to see it?
I went on it the last time I was up here with that other bitch I was with. But we only did half of it.
Oh,
I didn't get to do the whole thing,
was she with you?
unfortunately. For any of my friends or relatives that are watching this video, that was well over a year ago, and I have not even called that female since. I ain't seen her, talked to her, or nothing. When I dumped her off after the trip at her house, that was the end of that.
see the snow up close in the mountains.
Yes, we did. There's part of Ouray in front of us there.
Are you going to go down there?
No, we've got to get on the paved road back down to Durango.
Maybe we can do that Tuesday.
Maybe so. Texas people. That's an old rescue truck. Wonder if it's still used.
It's probably just for show.
Could be. Alright, we're going to be back in this neighborhood on Tuesday. So, what we'll do is we'll go into Ouray Tuesday, so we can do some shopping there. Okay, folks, that's the end of the videos for quite a while now. Adios.